Welcome to our first AI and SMB series. My name is Tara Roth, and I'm the Corporate Vice President for the Microsoft 365 Customer Success Engineering team. And I'm very excited to be here today with Administrator Isabel Guzman of the U.S. Small Business Administration, one of our amazing partners. So before we actually jump in, I just wanted to thank you. It's just been a pleasure to get to know you and also all the deep partnerships that our companies have had together with the Small Business Administration as well as with the SBDA, the Digital Alliance. I know it's just an amazing number when you think about the community of SMBs in the U.S. 33 million, I think you were saying, and it's just hugely, we have so much gratitude for everything that you do for these small businesses. They're just a lifeblood of our country.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the partnership. The Small Business Digital Alliance really goes to the heart of what we're all about. It's partnerships, so I appreciate Microsoft's engagement.
Well, thank you. Well, today really what we want to do is just hear what's top of mind for you. I know you talk to a lot of small business customers, and we'd love to just hear from you, learn from you about what you're hearing, particularly about AI. What are they excited about? What are they fearful of? So maybe let's just dive in first before we get into the AI part of it, and just what is top of mind for our SMB customers?
Right. Well, the SBA is all about trying to deliver that American dream of business ownership. And in the Biden-Harris administration, we've really leaned into making sure that the economy works for working families, hardworking families, and entrepreneurs and small businesses along Main Streets. And so, you know, our work is really grounded in making sure that businesses have the capital that they need to compete and grow their businesses, start and grow. And, you know, it's an exciting time for our small businesses because during the pandemic, they adopted technology at such high rates.
So fast.
So fast. And that's what's great about our entrepreneurs. They are agile. They're constantly thinking about how to improve. You know, I grew up in small businesses, and I've had my own small businesses, and I know, you know, first and foremost, they wear multiple hats. They're trying to navigate the marketplace. They need certainty. They need tools and resources, and they need to, you know, constantly be able to focus on improving what they do best, which is creating jobs, delivering products and services for all of us that we end up depending on and that solve global issues.
Yeah. So you've talked a lot about what we're hearing too when we talk to the small business customers that adopt our technology. They're really focused on growth, really focused on trying to just be, you know, do more with less. There's a lot that they need to scale up and do rapidly. And then also learning. There's so much changing so quickly. How do they make sure that they themselves, but also their employees, have the skills that they need to keep up in this very fast-paced world?
Well, especially right now. So for survival, for resilience, you know, obviously during the pandemic, we had incredible relief programs at the SBA. We scaled to save millions of businesses. But now, and as they, you know, try to survive the marketplace, it's about growing revenues, expanding their customers, and they need tools and capital to do that, and the know-how. But it's also about streamlining operations. You know, it's inflationary pressures. While we've seen a decline in the last 10 months, you know, our small businesses still have to make some hard decisions in how to, you know, outperform the competition. So our resources and our partnerships, especially in the Small Business Digital Alliance, are about making sure that they have the cutting edge tools. You know, talking about AI as well, but the cutting edge tools to get those customers and do it efficiently.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's talk a little bit about AI then. So what are you hearing in terms of the AI needs from the small business customers?
Yeah, I mean, they're using it, and it's there. You know, small businesses, especially in the past few weeks, have been increasingly telling me about the advantages that they've seen in their businesses from using AI tools. And we just came off of National Small Business Week. You know, this was a time where I was able to travel around the country and meet with some of our successful business owners. But, you know, they're using it for marketing. A lot of these businesses have to wear multiple hats, as we've discussed. And, you know, you're the marketer, you're the salesperson.
You're everything.
You're everything. You're making the coffee, you're doing everything. And so, you know, those businesses who can save time by having AI tools to help them write their marketing campaigns, you know, their email campaigns, their websites. You know, that's what I'm hearing most right now. They're using it for marketing purposes because that's oftentimes what they have to do.
Yeah. And I'm curious to know what you're hearing about from a security perspective, because that's another angle to this, which is a lot of the employees will bring these solutions into the business, not necessarily have, you know, the sense of, are there privacy, compliance things that they should be thinking of? And I'm just curious to know how that is playing out in the discussions you're having.
Well, I mean, it's I think that's one thing that is oftentimes at the bottom of the list that small businesses have. I mean, they're trying to do the essentials of negotiating with their vendors and figuring out their marketing, paying their employees. But resilience, preparedness, whether it's for a natural disaster or cybersecurity, and some of the compliance issues and security issues around AI as well, that's oftentimes last on the list. So they really are dependent on getting the education, the know-how, and the tools from trusted sources to make sure that they're doing it properly. But they are out there trying to work quickly, and so we are trying to prepare our networks to make sure that they have the education they need to do it safely.
Yeah, and I know that's something we're thinking a lot about here at Microsoft as well, just making sure we're building this in a responsible way and ensuring that our customers then get the training, the learning opportunities to really help adopt in a way that it's going to be responsible. Yeah,
that's great.
Yes. Well, let's talk a little bit about skilling and just how you think we can best help the customers as they try to ramp up in this area. I know we've recently published some content out in the digital skills library, and maybe you can talk a little bit about some of the things that you're thinking about from a skilling perspective.
Yeah, well, I was really excited that Microsoft loaded up these great AI tools for our small businesses. The whole hope within the Small Business Digital Alliance is to give free tools and resources for small businesses so they can continue to get digital, because that's been a strength, the superpower during COVID is getting digital. So as we're thinking about skilling them into the future, we're trying to start adapting our webinar series, our content online, so that small businesses can come to the SBA and get the latest on how they can grow their businesses or strengthen their businesses with AI. But I think the partnerships are really important, because this is cutting edge technology. It's moving fast, and we want to keep up with it for our small businesses and help them grow. So I'm really appreciative of that, first and foremost. I do think as businesses have to navigate a lot of complex issues when they're doing business development or, even in government contracting, or when they're, trying to, enter into new markets. And so as we start to figure out how these tools can better help support them in those endeavors, I think it'll really create more competition in this country, which is what the Biden-Harris administration really wants to do. Level the playing field and create competition. So let's make sure they have the tools to be competitive.
Awesome. Well, it's just so inspiring to hear about what you do day in and day out, and I love our partnership. Thank you again, and we look forward to the continued partnership to help these small and medium businesses.
Thank you so much. Thanks. I mean, we both know that small businesses are giants in our economy, and we should do everything we can to help support them, and that's what the Biden-Harris administration is committed to doing.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and thanks everybody for joining us today.